Are you experiencing unexplained energy surges, shifts in your sleep patterns, or a heightened sense of awareness? What if these aren't just random occurrences, but signs of a profound transformation happening within you, at the very cellular level? In this video, we'll explore the fascinating intersection of spirituality and quantum consciousness, delving into the possibility that our very biology is evolving to meet the demands of a changing world. We'll uncover how ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science are converging to reveal the incredible potential for human transformation, and how you might be experiencing this shift firsthand. The quest to understand consciousness and its relationship to the universe is as old as humanity itself. For millennia, philosophers and spiritual seekers have pondered the nature of reality, the self, and the connection between the two. Ancient traditions like Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism offer intricate maps of consciousness, describing various states of awareness and practices for achieving enlightenment. These traditions posit that consciousness is not merely a product of the brain, but rather a fundamental aspect of reality, a cosmic field from which all things arise. In Hinduism, the concept of Brahman refers to the ultimate reality, the underlying substance of all existence, often described as pure consciousness. The individual soul, or Atman, is considered to be a part of this universal consciousness. The goal of spiritual practice is to realize the unity of Atman and Brahman, transcending the limitations of the ego and experiencing the interconnectedness of all things. Similarly, in Buddhism, the concept of emptiness, or shunyata, suggests that all phenomena are devoid of inherent existence and are interdependent, arising from a web of causes and conditions. Achieving enlightenment involves recognizing this emptiness and liberating oneself from suffering. Taoism, with its emphasis on living in harmony with the Tao, or the Way, also offers insights into the nature of consciousness. The Tao is the underlying principle of the universe, the source of all creation. By aligning oneself with the Tao, one can access a deeper level of awareness and experience a sense of flow and interconnectedness with the natural world. These ancient traditions, while diverse in their specific teachings, share a common thread: the belief in a consciousness that transcends the individual mind and permeates all of reality. Moving into the modern era, thinkers like Carl Jung explored the concept of the collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of archetypes and symbols that connects all human beings. Jung believed that by accessing the collective unconscious, we can tap into a deeper source of wisdom and creativity and heal psychological wounds. His work paved the way for a more holistic understanding of the human psyche, one that recognizes the importance of both individual and collective consciousness. More recently, the field of transpersonal psychology has emerged, focusing on the study of altered states of consciousness, spiritual experiences, and the potential for human transformation. Transpersonal psychologists explore phenomena such as near-death experiences, mystical states, and psychic abilities, seeking to understand their underlying mechanisms and their impact on human well-being. Key figures in this field include Abraham Maslow, who emphasized the importance of self-actualization and transcendence, and Stanislav Grof, who developed holotropic breathwork, a technique for inducing altered states of consciousness. Now, let's bridge this rich philosophical and spiritual history with the seemingly disparate world of quantum physics. Quantum physics, the study of the very small, has revealed a reality that is far stranger and more mysterious than classical physics could ever have imagined. One of the most perplexing aspects of quantum mechanics is the role of the observer. Experiments have shown that the act of observation can influence the behavior of quantum particles. For example, the famous double-slit experiment demonstrates that electrons, which are typically thought of as particles, can also behave as waves, depending on whether or not they are being observed. When not observed, they pass through both slits simultaneously, creating an interference pattern on a screen behind the slits. However, when observed, they pass through only one slit, behaving like particles. This raises the question: what constitutes an observation? Does it require a conscious observer? Some interpretations of quantum mechanics, such as the Copenhagen interpretation, suggest that consciousness plays a fundamental role in collapsing the wave function, the mathematical description of a quantum system, into a definite state. This implies that reality is not fixed and predetermined, but rather is influenced by our consciousness. Another key concept in quantum physics is entanglement, which refers to the phenomenon where two or more particles become linked together in such a way that they share the same fate. no matter how far apart they are. If you measure the state of one entangled particle, you instantly know the state of the other, even if they are separated by vast distances. Einstein famously called this spooky action at a distance, because it seemed to violate the principle of locality, which states that an object can only be influenced by its immediate surroundings. Entanglement suggests that there is a deeper level of interconnectedness in the universe than we previously thought. It raises the possibility that consciousness itself may be entangled, meaning that our minds are not isolated entities, but rather are connected to a larger field of consciousness. This idea resonates with the ancient spiritual traditions that emphasize the interconnectedness of all things. The connection between quantum physics and consciousness is a subject of ongoing debate and research. While there is no definitive proof that consciousness directly influences quantum phenomena, there are several intriguing theories that explore this possibility. One such theory is the OR theory, developed by physicist Sir Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff. This theory proposes that consciousness arises from quantum computations occurring within microtubules, tiny structures inside brain neurons. They suggest that these microtubules can maintain quantum coherence, allowing for quantum entanglement and other quantum effects that give rise to consciousness. Another perspective comes from the field of quantum biology, which explores the role of quantum mechanics in biological processes. Researchers have discovered that quantum effects play a role in photosynthesis, bird migration, and even our sense of smell. This suggests that quantum mechanics is not just relevant at the subatomic level, but also plays a crucial role in the functioning of living organisms. Could it be that quantum mechanics also plays a role in consciousness? Now, let's consider the possibility that our metabolism, the complex set of chemical processes that sustain life, is also influenced by quantum mechanics in our consciousness. Metabolism is not simply a matter of converting food into energy. It's a dynamic, intelligent process that is constantly adapting to our needs and our environment. Factors such as our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs can all influence our metabolism. For example, stress can trigger the release of cortisol, a hormone that can disrupt our metabolism and lead to weight gain, inflammation, and other health problems. On the other hand, positive emotions, such as joy and gratitude, can promote the release of endorphins and other feel-good hormones that can boost our metabolism and improve our overall well-being. But what if there's more to it than just hormones? What if our consciousness can directly influence the quantum processes that underlie our metabolism? This is where the idea of cellular transformation comes in. Some researchers believe that our cells have the ability to transform themselves, adapting to new conditions and even evolving new capabilities. This transformation can be triggered by a variety of factors, including changes in our environment, our diet, our lifestyle, and our consciousness. One example of cellular transformation is the phenomenon of spontaneous remission, where people with serious illnesses, such as cancer, experience a sudden and unexpected recovery. While the exact mechanisms behind spontaneous remission are not fully understood, some researchers believe that it may involve changes in the patient's immune system, their gene expression, and even their consciousness. Another example is the placebo effect, where people experience a positive response to a fake treatment simply because they believe it will work. The placebo effect demonstrates the power of our beliefs and expectations to influence our physiology. It suggests that our minds and bodies are not separate entities, but rather are interconnected in profound ways. So, how can we harness the power of consciousness to promote cellular transformation and optimize our metabolism? Here are a few suggestions. First, cultivate positive emotions. Focus on gratitude, joy, love, and compassion. These emotions can boost your immune system, reduce stress, and promote overall well-being. Second, practice mindfulness and meditation. These practices can help you become more aware of your thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations, allowing you to better manage stress and connect with your inner wisdom. Third, nourish your body with healthy foods. Eat a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Avoid processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive amounts of caffeine and alcohol. Fourth, get regular exercise. Exercise can improve your circulation, boost your immune system, and reduce stress. Fifth, connect with nature. Spending time in nature can reduce stress, improve your mood, and boost your creativity. Sixth, surround yourself with supportive people. Positive relationships can provide you with emotional support, reduce stress, and help you feel more connected to the world. Now, let's consider some personal stories of people who have experienced profound transformations in their lives. One example is Anita Morjani, who had a near-death experience while battling cancer. During her NDE, she experienced a profound sense of love, peace, and interconnectedness. When she returned to her body, she experienced a spontaneous remission of her cancer. She attributes her healing to her newfound understanding of the power of love and consciousness. Another example is Dr. Joe Dispenza, a neuroscientist who healed himself from a serious spinal injury using the power of his mind. He developed a meditation technique that allowed him to reprogram his subconscious mind and stimulate the growth of new tissue in his spine. He now teaches this technique to others, empowering them to heal themselves from a variety of illnesses. These stories, while anecdotal, suggest that we have the potential to transform our lives in profound ways by harnessing the power of our consciousness. Of course, it's important to approach these ideas with a critical and discerning mind. While there is growing evidence that consciousness can influence our biology, there is still much that we don't understand. It's important to consult with qualified healthcare professionals before making any major changes to your diet, lifestyle, or treatment plan. Looking at the evidence-based theories, we see varying degrees of plausibility. The most widely accepted scientific view is that consciousness is an emergent property of the brain, meaning that it arises from the complex interactions of neurons and other brain cells. This view does not deny the importance of consciousness, but it does not attribute any special powers to it. It suggests that consciousness is a product of the physical world rather than a fundamental aspect of reality. However, there are alternative theories that propose a more active role for consciousness. One such theory is the integrated information theory, which suggests that consciousness is related to the amount of integrated information that a system possesses. The more integrated information a system has, the more conscious it is. This theory predicts that even simple systems, such as thermostats, may have a minimal level of consciousness. Another theory is the panpsychism, which proposes that consciousness is a fundamental property of all matter. This means that even inanimate objects, such as rocks and trees, have some degree of consciousness. Panpsychism is a controversial theory, but it is gaining traction among some philosophers and scientists who are dissatisfied with the limitations of materialism, the view that only matter exists. Recent scientific discoveries are also shedding new light on the relationship between consciousness and the brain. For example, researchers have discovered that the brain is more plastic and adaptable than previously thought. It can rewire itself in response to new experiences, and it can even generate new neurons throughout our lives. This suggests that our consciousness can shape our brains, rather than the other way around. Another important discovery is the role of the gut microbiome in brain health and consciousness. Researchers have found that the bacteria in our gut can influence our mood, our behavior, and even our cognitive abilities. This suggests that our consciousness is not solely located in our brain, but rather is distributed throughout our body. Despite these advances in our understanding of consciousness, there are still many limitations to our current knowledge. We don't know exactly how consciousness arises from the brain, and we don't know whether consciousness can exist independently of the brain. We also don't know whether consciousness can influence the physical world in a direct way. One of the biggest challenges in studying consciousness is the subjective nature of experience. Consciousness is inherently private and personal. We can't directly observe the consciousness of another person, and we can only infer their experiences based on their behavior and their self-reports. This makes it difficult to study consciousness in a scientific way. However, despite these challenges, researchers are making progress in developing new methods for studying consciousness. For example, they are using brain imaging techniques, such as fMRI and EEG, to identify the neural correlates of consciousness, the brain activity that is associated with conscious experience. They are also using computational models to simulate the dynamics of consciousness. The contemporary impact of these ideas is far-reaching. The convergence of spirituality and quantum consciousness is influencing a wide range of fields, from healthcare to technology to education. In healthcare, there is a growing interest in mind-body medicine, which emphasizes the importance of the mind-body connection in healing. Mind-body therapies, such as meditation, yoga, and acupuncture, are being used to treat a variety of conditions, from chronic pain to anxiety to depression. In technology, researchers are exploring the possibility of creating conscious artificial intelligence, They are drawing inspiration from the human brain and from quantum mechanics to develop new algorithms and architectures for AI systems. Some researchers believe that conscious AI could revolutionize many aspects of our lives, from healthcare to transportation to education. In education, there is a growing emphasis on cultivating mindfulness and emotional intelligence in students. Educators are recognizing that these skills are essential for success in the 21st century. Mindfulness and emotional intelligence can help students manage stress, improve their focus, and build stronger relationships. Emerging trends in this field include the development of new technologies for measuring and enhancing consciousness, such as neurofeedback and brain stimulation. Neurofeedback involves training people to control their brain activity using real-time feedback. Brain stimulation involves using electrical or magnetic pulses to stimulate specific areas of the brain. These technologies are being used to treat a variety of conditions, such as ADHD, anxiety, and depression. They are also being explored as a way to enhance cognitive performance and creativity. Another emerging trend is the growing interest in psychedelics for therapeutic purposes. Researchers are finding that psychedelics, such as psilocybin and LSD, can be effective in treating depression, anxiety, and addiction. Psychedelics appear to work by disrupting the default mode network, a network of brain regions that is associated with self-referential thought. This allows people to experience a sense of ego dissolution and connect with a deeper sense of meaning and purpose. As we conclude this exploration of spirituality and quantum consciousness, let's reflect on the profound implications of these ideas. Are we on the verge of a paradigm shift in our understanding of reality? Is it possible that our consciousness is more powerful than we ever imagined? Are we truly capable of cellular transformation, of evolving our biology to meet the challenges of a changing world? These are questions that we must continue to explore with open minds and critical hearts. The journey of understanding consciousness is a journey of self-discovery, a journey of uncovering our true potential as human beings. It's a journey that requires us to integrate the wisdom of ancient traditions with the rigor of modern science. It's a journey that invites us to question our assumptions, challenge our beliefs, and embrace the mystery of existence. If you found this video thought-provoking, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic in the comments below. What experiences have you had that suggest a connection between consciousness and reality? What questions do you still have about this topic? And if you're interested in learning more about spirituality, quantum physics, and personal transformation, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. We're committed to bringing you the latest insights and tools for living a more conscious and fulfilling life. Thanks for watching.